Electric and Solar. Put the sun to work for you with Valley Unique Electric and Solar. This is Murrow and Emmy Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 4:30.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Catherine Herr. Brian Dorman is off today. A very busy weather day. Let's turn things over to Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace and your first look at the pinpoint weather forecast.
That's right. Earlier this afternoon, we were tracking a tornado warning. We had several severe thunderstorm warnings. Those have expired, but we do have a couple of spots with flood advisories now because a lot of these storms have been so slow moving. They've been dumping a lot of rain in just one area. I do want to give you a look outside with our Table Mountain Sky Valley Cam network, and this is going to be a very different picture compared to what some other spots of the valley are seeing. We see very few clouds, we have sunshine, we have blue sky. It really just depends on where you are, whether you're seeing that sunshine or whether you're getting a shower. So here's a look at the last 12 hours with our radar satellite loop. Most of the activity, the strong thunderstorms have been focused in western Fresno and western Merced counties. And then we've had a couple blossom impacting our foothill communities, mainly in Mariposa County. So if you're in the South Valley, you've really had nothing but sunshine today. We still have that threat of a couple of showers and storms for the next couple of hours, and then we're going to see things really die down tonight. Here are a couple of rainfall totals since yesterday at midnight in the early morning hours. So 2-day total, Porterville close to 9/10 of an inch, Los Banos 3/100 of an inch. So again, it depends on where you live, whether or not you saw a lot of rain yesterday. Some Southern California numbers, Malibu close to 4.5 inches of rain, Palm Springs over 3 inches, Oceanside almost 2.5. We just had an incredible amount of water in Southern California. Now they're trying to dry out. School day forecast tomorrow, 68 degrees out the door, 80 at noon, 88 coming home. I will talk about us returning to what we expect for summer weather over the next few days. That's in your pinpoint weather forecast coming up. First, we'll send it back to Catherine.
Lauren, thank you. Republican presidential candidates are getting ready to square off on Wednesday in their first debate of the primary season. The biggest name in the GOP race says he won't be joining them. Skylar Henry has details from the White House.
Former President Donald Trump is pulling away from his 2024 Republican challengers in the polls and in person. Trump posted on social media, new CBS poll just out has me leading the field by legendary numbers. I will therefore not be doing the debates.
I have no problem with him skipping the first couple of debates. He's been on that debate stage plenty of times. He's been in the White House for 4 years. This is my chance to introduce myself to the country.
Vivek Ramaswamy is one of at least 7 candidates the RNC says has qualified for this first debate. Several others claim they've hit the thresholds. Trump's absence may be an opening to reach voters.
The good news is you're there and you'll be able to fire away with your vision and tell people in an unfiltered way why you'd do a good job as being the next president of the United States.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is trailing Trump by 46 points in the latest CBS News poll. Former President Trump may be angling for some debate counter programming with an interview he has taped. He's also expected in Georgia this week. Trump and 18 co-defendants face a Friday deadline to surrender in Atlanta on charges of trying to overturn the state's 2020 election results.
He's going to be out on bail in 4 different jurisdictions. That really? When are we going to stop thinking that's normal?
Trump is holding a lot of sway with his supporters. 71% say they believe he tells them the truth more than their friends and family, or even their religious leaders. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
National Cinema Day takes place this Sunday. That means all movies in all formats will be $4 each. Sam Rubin joins us with today's entertainment report to tell us all about it.
We begin here with big news for moviegoers nationwide. Did you miss Barbenheimer? Want to take the whole family to see Blue Beetle for a great price? Then mark your calendars. This Sunday, National Cinema Day is back.
This is the best day ever.
It is the best day ever. I am thrilled to be able to announce that we are doing our second ever National Cinema Day, Sunday, August 27th.
Amazing, insane. All right, tell me more.
Any movie, if you're going to a participating theater, all movies, all showtimes, all formats, $4. So that means new releases. We've got a few new releases this weekend. So we've got Gran Turismo, we've got Golda, we've got the second weekend of Blue Beetle. We also have some bringbacks from earlier this summer, titles that were really exciting like Super Mario Brothers. And a sing-along version of Little Mermaid.
Darling, it's better, don't worry, sweater, take it from me.
We also have some legacy titles coming back. So we have Jurassic Park, the original, in 3D. Again, no surcharge for the 3D.
This is applicable across the board?
We have them all listed on nationalcinemaday.org. So all the show times, you can buy tickets right there.
You should stop by.
So cool.
Again, that is this Sunday, August 27th, all participating theaters, all day, all formats. That means 3D, IMAX, whatever. Tickets are only $4, and this offer is good. It's good all over the U.S. Speaking of movies, one of the better and admittedly older franchises is one that evolved from a cartoon in the newspaper. It's the gang from Peanuts.
I ought to slug you. Ugh, I've been kissed by a dog. I have dog germs. Get hot water. Get some disinfectant.
Now, that's a scene from A Charlie Brown Christmas. That, of course, is a made-for-TV production. We see most of the Peanuts gang in TV specials, particularly around the holidays. As far as feature film goes, there are 5 in the Peanuts franchise, including a film that premiered back in 2015, a slightly different look for the characters. The most recent Peanuts special is all about Marcy, the smart brunette. Her special premiered on Apple TV Plus on Friday. But could there be more Peanuts movies in the future? The son of the famed cartoonist and creator of Peanuts, Charles M. Schulz, his son is named Craig, says never say never. That is your entertainment report here in Hollywood. I'm Sam Rubin.
And coming up next here on Eyewitness News, Beth Caffrey from Cat House on the Kings joins us live with a couple of adorable guests. We're going to talk about Clear the Shelter this month and the great rates if you want to add a new kitty to your house. Stay with us.
The drug landscape has changed. Illegal fentanyl has made its way into the drug supply. A synthetic opioid up to 50 times stronger than heroin, up to 100 times stronger than morphine. It only takes the tiniest amount to cause a fatal overdose. Although fentanyl is being mixed into almost every kind of drug, you wouldn't be able to see it, smell it, or taste it. Know the dangers. Learn the facts about fentanyl at cdc.gov/stop-overdose.
Think solar is unattainable? Think again. To save money with NEM 3, you need to maximize your savings, which means storage. Storing energy your system generates allows you to save it so you can use it during peak times, rather than just sending it back to the energy company. Battery storage gets the most out of your solar. If you missed NEM 2, it's okay. Solar storage can still accomplish the same savings. Call Valley Unique Electric and Solar now. Mention this ad and receive a $2,500 savings on storage.
When warm weather comes, they come, invading your home. Valley-wide pest control stops the invasion dead in its tracks. No contracts, fast response time, highly effective. Valley-wide pest control, the Central Valley's best when it comes to pests.
Getting older doesn't have to mean giving up your independence. When it's time to trade in your ride, go for something reliable, like a Golden Technologies Power Mobility scooter. Continue to feel the wind on your face and the road under your wheels with a brand you can trust and service you can rely on. The Bone Store, proving the way you walk, move, sit, and sleep.
I got hurt by a speeding driver, and I've got a lot of medical bills. But I can't afford to hire a lawyer. I'm broke as a joke.
We don't get paid unless you get paid. Call us. We're the Law Brothers.
Call now or visit lawbrothers.com.
Slice fresh sandwiches, poured of subs.
This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
During the month of August, a nationwide pet adoption and donation campaign helps find loving homes for animals in need with special adoption rates called Clear the Shelters. Since 2015, more than 860,000 pets have found their forever homes. And one of the shelters that participates every year is Parlier's Cat House on the Kings. Joining us to tell us all about it, Beth Caffrey is here, and you've got a special little guest today, an energetic little kitten.
I do, and his sister's a little bit more nervous, so she's not appearing too, but we are highlighting kittens, especially pairs right now, because we have so many kittens. Clear the Shelters really does a great job for us because August is usually our slowest month, but now we're doing things like having 23 adoptions in 1 week because of Clear the Shelters. So it's fabulous, and we reduce our adoption rates to about half.
So what is the cost savings during this month?
So it's about half off, so now it's only $70 to adopt, and then the second adoption, if you adopted 2 together, for example, it's only $100 to adopt 2 kittens. And so we're really hoping to send more kitties home this month, and it's also a donation fundraiser too for us, so if you can't adopt, then you can always donate as well.
And what is it, can you tell me a little bit about Cat House on the Kings? You have 2 facilities, the main one in Parlier, and you also have a satellite adoption center in Fresno.
We do, and we try to make it easy for you, so you let us know where you're at. You can see everybody who's up for adoption. You can see everybody on our website at cathouseonthekings.com and go to the Adopt tab, and they'll let you know where they're located. Some are even in a foster home, so they're not always at the adoption centers.
And you say that August is a great month to highlight some cats who may be really shy, like his sister.
Yes, like these 2 actually. They came from a feral mom that just showed up and she gave birth in somebody's yard. And so they came in, they went to a new foster home. That foster did fabulous with them because they're friendly. And they're getting used to new situations, which is hard. But again, we have lots of kittens from all different kinds of situations, and they need homes.
And you have also a kitty that's featured on your adoption site named Archie, who's really shy. So he's not outgoing, and people may not understand with the shy kitties. Here's a look at Archie, that sometimes, you know, they just need a little extra decompression time.
Right.
to get accustomed to new people or a new situation, but they are great little love bug cats too. So tell us a little bit about Archie.
So Archie came in well over a year now. We've had him for a year. He started out as just a little kitten in a foster home and was doing really well, but he is shy, again, probably coming from a feral mom, and we thought for sure he would get adopted last holiday because he did his holiday photos, but again, he's grown, so he's an adult now, and we see that a lot when they become adults, that they have a harder time getting adopted, and especially the shy ones. But he is at the adoption center, so you can get to know him and go visit with him, and we love Clear the Shelters because it really helps focus with those kinds of cats too.
And so when you say he's at the adoption center, so he's in Fresno.
He's in Fresno. So
I mean, and that's at the Petco at Blackstone and Ashland, so it's really convenient to stop by and say hi and spend a little time.
It is, definitely, and you get a whole goodie bag of swag bag to go home with your adoption as well, so extra goodies, extra coupons, and so Clear the Shelters does a really great job of making it a huge success to adopt at this time.
Okay, anything else, let's see, that we haven't touched on? Because, and again, tell me about this kitten that you have with you today, and his sister also here, but too shy to go on camera right now.
Yeah, so this is Little Gray. He's about 5 months old, and again, he was in a foster home, so he's used to being a gentleman and using the litter box, and we love fosters because they help get all the kitties trained and everything. And so that's Little Gray, and his sister is Tuxedo, and you can see both of their profiles up on our website, and there's lots of kitties with many different personalities. So a lot of times people will adopt, and you can apply to adopt anyone or multiple cats, and then you can come in and meet them so that you can find the perfect fit for your family.
So you can check them out online, fill out the adoption application that's also on your website, and then come in just to make sure that it is the right fit.
Correct.
Good. And if that one that you first looked at, you know, there are plenty to choose from.
There's plenty to choose from, yeah. And we can always let you know who's in foster care, too. So if you apply for somebody in foster care, we'll arrange a meeting for you to come in and get to see them.
Okay, great. Beth Caffrey with Cat House on the Kings, thank you so much for joining us today. Again, here's a reminder, Cat House on the Kings has special adoption rates for the rest of the month of August. For more information and to see their adorable cats like Archie, you can visit their website. That's on your screen right now, and also head to our website, yourcentralvalley.com. But let's turn things over to Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace and your pinpoint weather forecast.
And right now I do have your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Your top pollen chenopods, medium levels tomorrow, up to medium high Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We are tracking a couple of showers, even some thunderstorms in parts of the valley today. I'll go over that in your pinpoint weather forecast next.
Table Mountain Sky brings you the CBS 47 Valley Cam Network. Keep an eye on the Central Valley with live, unparalleled views of your community. Witness what's unfolding around the valley. Stay informed, stay connected with the Valley Cam Network, presented by Table Mountain Sky.
At Monarch, we focus on keeping your AC working so that you can focus on enjoying life. And right now, you could schedule a cooling tune-up so that your AC is ready for the summer. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
Welcome. Meet Lisa and Keith. Don't let the wide smile fool you. They're miserable. They work, they have kids, they escape. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
Hey, the kids are texting.
Enjoy the sweet life before all the fun downstairs. What's your location? I'm taking towels to 111, or maybe they'll just stay in. An epic night of pampering.
Hey, don't you work here?
Hey, we all need a break. Table Mountain Casino Resort.
There's nothing we haven't seen, from a broken spring to a garage door on a car. Precision never hires subcontractors. We're always same-day service from our own highly trained technicians.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Hot summer sales going on here at Quality Furniture. Come take advantage of our hot deal. We have this beautiful custom velvet bed available in queen or king. And the cool thing with this bedroom set, it comes with a fireplace insert. And you could put a TV in there. You could get this set on sale for $29 a month. We have this beautiful sofa love seat with a nice high-density foam on the cushions to keep them nice and firm, all for $24 a month. We have 5 years with no interest and no money down. We'll get you a small monthly payment with our 2 locations in Fresno and Visalia.
Tired of high energy bills but afraid you can't afford solar? SunSource Solar can help. We install solar systems at no cost out of your pocket. You could cut your power bill 30 to 50%, saving you thousands. Call SunSource Solar now and start saving money.
At Monarch, we focus on keeping your AC working so that you can focus on enjoying life. And right now, you could schedule a cooling tune-up so that your AC is ready for the summer. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
During CBS 47 Cyber Safe Parent Program at yourcentralvalley.com under education.
Now, your CBS 47 pinpoint weather forecast.
Good afternoon and welcome back. I'm Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace. We've been tracking some showers and even some thunderstorms this afternoon. Most of them have been firing up near and just west of I-5, and then they move through the western parts of Fresno and Merced counties. We've also had a couple bubbling up closer to the foothills of Mariposa County as well. So if you're in the South Valley, many of you have seen really nothing but sunshine today. But let's go ahead and track some of the downpours. We do have one right here just near and south of Mendota. This is heading to the northeast, so Mendota, expect a shower. And then a little farther to the north and east, there's Yosemite Valley. So right along Highway 41 and just east, we have this other downpour, potentially some lightning with that as well. So with any storms that we've been seeing today, we've had the downpours, we've had lightning, some small hail, gusty wind. And earlier today, we're talking between about noon and 1:30, we had a couple tornado warned storms. So a little bit of rotation possible as well. Let's talk about what's going to happen over the next couple of days. We start at 5 o'clock this evening. I do expect to keep that chance of a thunderstorm in the forecast through about 8 o'clock this evening. And then after that, we'll see a couple of lingering isolated showers. Second half of the overnight hours, though, everything clears out. We're dry and we see clear skies. Here's 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Tuesday, a pretty quiet day overall, although it is still going to feel very sticky and muggy outside. Here's 7 o'clock tomorrow evening. Tomorrow night, we're going to stay dry and mostly clear. Here's 7 a.m. Wednesday. Middle of the week, we have temperatures on the rise. We have sunshine, so we're returning to the more typical summer-like weather by the middle of the week. Right now, temperatures in the 80s and 90s for many of you. If you're in Fresno, 88. We have 87 Visalia, 91 in Lemoore. North Valley, again, where we've seen some of these showers and storms move through. Temperatures a little bit cooler. You're currently in the 70s, and then we have 69 degrees right now, Shaver Lake. Tonight in Merced, 66 for your low. I do expect you to hit 90 again tomorrow afternoon. So again, we're returning to these summer-like temperatures. Madera 63 tonight, you'll be at 90 tomorrow afternoon. Mendota 63 tonight, 89 degrees tomorrow. Again, it's going to feel humid tomorrow afternoon. In Fresno 68 tonight, you'll be at 90 degrees tomorrow. Hanford 66 for your low, 91 tomorrow. But if you're in Corcoran, you'll stay in the upper 80s tomorrow afternoon. Heading into the foothills, Mariposa 62 for your low, 82 for your high tomorrow. North Fork, you'll also top out in the low 80s tomorrow afternoon. If you're in Dunlap, 63 tonight, 82 tomorrow. Springville, 66 for your low and 84 for your high tomorrow. Heading to Yosemite Valley, sunshine, 74. Sequoia National Park will make it to the upper 50s tomorrow. It's a little bit cooler tomorrow afternoon. Good air quality across much of the valley. Fresno County, though, will be in the moderate category. Here's your extended forecast. Tomorrow, 90 degrees. And then again, I expect it to feel sticky tomorrow. By Wednesday, we get our typical summertime weather back. We have sunshine. We have temperatures near average, which is in the mid-90s this time of the year. A little bit hotter on Thursday. Friday, down to 94. Saturday, 95. Sunday, 96. And Monday, we'll stick with the mid-90s. In the Sierra tomorrow, upper 60s. By Wednesday, low 70s. Thursday, we'll be watching for a slight chance of a shower. Very isolated. Friday, plenty of sunshine, low 70s. We'll stick with the low 70s on Saturday. Sunday, up to 74. And then Monday, sunshine with temperatures staying in the mid-70s. There's your forecast. We'll send it back to Catherine.
Lauren, thank you. Cotton fields are dwindling in California. And in today's Eye on Ag, Anthony Bailey looks into the reason why and the impact on your closet.
Welcome to today's Eye on Ag. I'm Anthony Bailey. Joining us is Ryan Jacobson. He's the CEO of the Fresno County Farm Bureau. And we're talking about something that we all wear, cotton.
Cotton. And I know a lot of folks didn't know that cotton was still important in California, but it is one of those major crops. And this is the first time in over a century that we're going to be under 100,000 acres. Wow. And to put that in perspective, it was about 20 years ago, Fresno County by itself would have over 100,000 acres. And let alone, and statewide, we were over 1 million acres. But because of a combination of just cropping pattern changes, the cotton prices haven't been the best, combined with this very wet late spring that really made it difficult to put cotton in the ground. It really has affected the amount of acreage we have.
So talk to us a little bit about the fashion trends as well, because I know we do like a lot of moisture wick and other types of materials. How much does that play a role in the decrease in the need for cotton?
So this is the interesting part. California grows a special type of cotton. It's the Pima longer strand variety. So it's that softer variety where it's actually advertised that it's Pima because that's a big deal. And so we actually have a very specific market that we're filling because about 70% of our crop is actually that long-stranded Pima. And so it's a longer growing one, so it takes longer from the time you get it in the ground to harvest, which is why it grows so good here because we don't get a lot of rain during that summer point, and that's obviously detrimental to cotton during certain points of the year. But yeah, it's definitely been affected, and hopefully it's one of those things that kind of regains as we go forward.
Talk to us about what those farmers that are growing cotton right now that may be watching us, what types of things are they looking at? How are they looking at repurposing the land, and kind of what's the future for them?
So cotton's a global market, and it's really the supply and demand, what's going on over in other countries as much as what's going on here. In a year like this year, there was alternatives. I mean, tomato prices were great, so other folks might have put tomatoes in instead of cotton, but it's just really driven by the market, what's going on. And so I do expect it's one of those things that within the next 2 to 3 years, you'll see some, redoing of how important cotton is, and you'll see more of it go in the ground here locally.
Perfect. All right. Great news out there. Always so informative. Ryan Jacobson, we love having him here every Monday, and that will do it for today's Eye on Ag.
And still ahead here on Eyewitness News, a zoo in Tennessee just welcomed their newest resident. See if you can spot what makes this one so special. Stay with us.
Disaster and damage can strike anytime. It's good to know the professionals at Servpro have the training and equipment to get your life back on the right track. Whether it's water, fire, or storm damage, for restoration and cleaning, count on Servpro of Clovis, Visalia, Fresno, and Shaver.
We've seen a wet winter season this year. Along with green grass and spring flowers, allergies may start earlier, and COVID, flu, and other viruses are still very active. Boz Allergy knows coughing, wheezing, and headaches due to allergies and asthma can mimic virus symptoms. Take away the guesswork and get proper diagnosis and early treatment from our Valley locations before allergy symptoms arrive. Stay safe and stay healthy. Contact Boz Allergy today and breathe easier.
Get our very best savings during the Labor Day sale at More Furniture. Everyone knows More is synonymous with incredible style at the best value. But our Labor Day sale offers a special opportunity for everyone to save big. Our latest fall collections have arrived, and they're all on sale. Our best sellers are in stock, and they're all on sale. It's the best time of year to save big and get your home ready for fall entertaining. Visit your local More Furniture where everyone buys furniture for less.
Table Mountain Sky brings you the CBS 47 Valley Cam Network. Keep an eye on the Central Valley with live, unparalleled views of your community. Witness what's unfolding around the valley. Stay informed, stay connected with the Valley Cam Network, presented by Table Mountain Sky.
After my car was hit by that van, I had so many injuries and medical bills.
If you've been in an accident and suffered a serious injury, you need to get an attorney that will help you get what you deserve. There are more than 180,000 auto accidents in California every year. Call BD&J. We've recovered over $1.5 billion for our clients.
BD&J won a $12.5 million settlement for me.
BD&J represents people throughout California. We have the experience you can trust.
Eyewitness News is brought to you in part by Ruse Heating and Air Conditioning. This is CBS 47 Eyewitness News.
Well, here's something you don't see every day, or you don't spot every day. A zoo in Tennessee welcomed one of the world's rarest giraffes, a solid brown female. Experts say she may be the only solid-colored giraffe living on the planet. She's 6 feet tall, and officials say she is thriving under her mother's care. And I wonder if she'll stay that way. Like my sister had really dark hair and she turned out to be a blonde. So sometimes things can change over time.
Yeah, can you grow into spots?
Perhaps so, yeah. We will have to watch and see.
Yes.
One last check of the forecast.
All right, we're tracking a couple of showers today. We're going to see them winding down over the next couple of hours. 90s return tomorrow.
That's going to do it for this edition of Eyewitness News at 4:30. Stay with us for Eyewitness News at 5 coming up next.
America, come along with our adventure seekers, the Sanchez family, and discover summer with the Ford F-150. See how available features like Pro Trailer Backup Assist make backing up as easy as turning a knob. Watch as Pro Power on board lights up the night. And Ford Blue Cruise makes driving even more fun.
Now we're cruising.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $1,000 bonus cash on a 2023 Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your California Ford dealer.
Closets by Design does more than organize your home. Maximize space, plus add beauty and value to your home.
Take 40% off plus an extra 15% off plus free installation. Call 1-800-BY-DESIGN or visit closetsbydesign.com.
Home is many things. Home is a place to play, a place to raise a family, a place to relax. At Monarch, we focus on keeping your AC working so that you can focus on enjoying life. And right now, you could schedule a cooling tune-up so that your AC is ready for the summer. Monarch Home Services. Keep home comfortable.
Now, an Eye on Ag Minute on CBS 47.
From childhood to adulthood and generation to generation, Sun-Maid snacks have grown up with you. As a grower co-op, we've grown to be the #1 raisin processor in the world, dedicated to members and growing their trust to market a product that achieves superior and sustainable returns. And we've grown to be one of the most iconic brands, returning 20% more than others in the industry. While a lot has changed in the last 100 years, the things that matter most have stayed the same. Our commitment to our farmers, families, environment, and to always keep growing. And now, we want you to grow with us. If you're interested in becoming a Sun-Maid grower, call our Grower Relations Department at 559-825-3633 or email us.
This Eye on Ag Minute has been provided by Sun-Maid. More Eye on Ag at yourcentralvalley.com.
The secret to me and Ed's, it's these guys right here, the fire brick oven. The bricks in here, they've been seasoned for decades, not years, decades. And that's what gives it that great taste and crunch.
The CBS 47 studio is sponsored by Valley Unique Electric and Solar. Put the sun to work for you with Valley Unique Electric and Solar. This is Murrow and Emmy Award-winning CBS 47 Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Catherine Herr. Brian Dorman is off tonight. Well, take a look at this. The National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Merced County. This was earlier today. And that warning included 60-mile-per-hour winds and pea-sized hail. This was issued for Dos Palos and Los Banos. The warning expired shortly before 2 this afternoon, then reduced to a severe thunderstorm warning. And as for the state, Governor Newsom has declared a state of emergency as the tropical storm known as Hillary batters the southern half of our state. That storm triggered flash flood warnings, freeways were shut down, caused trees to fall, and even streets to give way. Here in the Valley, we have team coverage for you and your family. CBS 47's Esteban Reynoso live in Fresno County, where people in the mountains are bracing for wild weather. But let's start things off with a check with Chief Meteorologist Lauren Wallace. And your first look at the pinpoint weather forecast.
That's right. We've had a very active couple of days. Some of you saw some pretty steady rain yesterday, and then today, depending on where you are, you saw some very strong thunderstorms move through. Let's give you a look outside with our Table Mountain Sky Valley Cam network. This will be the view from the block construction camera. A lot of sunshine over Fresno, but you can see those towering clouds. We've had these thunderstorms blossom very quickly since the afternoon hours, so do be on the lookout. We may still get a couple of isolated showers and storms. Here's a look at our radar satellite loop. We're showing you the last 12 hours. If you're in the South Valley, you've been pretty quiet today, but it's mainly the western portions of Fresno and Merced counties where we've seen these thunderstorms really start to grow. And then we do have one isolated storm in Yosemite right now. I do want to give you a recap of some extremely impressive rainfall totals from Hillary in Southern California. So Mount San Jacinto, almost 12 inches of rain. In East Pasadena, almost 6 inches of rain. Hollywood Reservoir, close to 5 inches of rain. Palm Desert, just shy of 4 inches of rain. A little closer to home, again, our main issue over the next hour or two will be that chance of thunderstorms. They're very isolated, so not everyone is seeing one. Otherwise, it's muggy outside and temperatures will be dropping through the 70s. So I'll let you know what to expect for the rest of the week and when to expect heat again in your pinpoint weather forecast coming up. First, we'll send it back to Catherine.
Lauren, thank you. And while the former hurricane continues to bring wet weather to our area, up in the mountain communities, officials aren't as concerned about the rain as they are with lightning and strong winds. That could bring even more dangerous fire conditions to the area. CBS 47's Esteban Reynoso live in Prather with the latest. Esteban.
Hey there, Catherine. Well, it's hard to think of any fire danger weather when we had rain all throughout the weekend, but it's now what fire officials are turning to because that rain allows the grass to grow, and you could see right behind me how tall the brush is already. That one lightning strike can turn into a potentially devastating fire.
But that's a Band-Aid for us, here in California.
Fresno Cal Fire Battalion Chief Dan Urias says the rainfall we saw over the weekend is a temporary solution when it comes to fire danger, and it doesn't completely solve the problem.
So with the storms that rolled through, we know that they did bring a lot of moisture, with that tropical influence.
In fact, Urias says they could make things worse.
Rainfalls like we recently had, that's going to increase the annual grass crop.
On top of brush and grass, using this rain to grow even taller, you throw in lightning strikes and strong winds. And all it takes are the right conditions for another devastating fire to take off.
And realistically, lightning is our biggest threat. It really has potential to kick up and, then spread to other fuels.
Urias says some lightning fires can stay dormant for up to 5 days, waiting for the fuel around them to dry up. The good news is CAL FIRE is fully staffed right now at every station. If a fire breaks out, they use this air attack plane to keep a close eye on it and coordinate their fire attacks.
Some concerns that I do have is we still have a lot of debris, a lot of materials in the forest. Things are going to dry out again.